Hey there, ever wondered how a small ripple can turn into a massive wave? That's exactly what happened during the Asian financial crisis of 1997. I'll take you through this fascinating story of how a financial storm began, what went wrong, and what lessons we can still learn from it. Don't worry, no complicated jargon, just an easy and engaging journey through one of the most dramatic chapters in modern economic history. Let's dive in. It all began in Thailand in 1997. Thailand was riding high on a wave of economic growth, fueled by foreign investments and an export boom. However, behind the glittering skyscrapers and bustling markets, trouble was brewing. Thai companies and investors were borrowing heavily in US dollars, assuming the good times would never end. But when their exports slowed and debts mounted, things took a turn for the worse. Panic set in as the value of their currency, the baht, started to collapse. The government struggled to keep the currency stable, but speculators saw an opportunity. They bet against the baht, causing its value to plummet even further. In July 1997, the Thai government had no choice but to let the baht devalue, sparking a crisis that spread like wildfire across Asia. Neighboring countries like Indonesia, South Korea, and Malaysia quickly found themselves caught in the same storm. Factories shut down, millions lost their jobs, and poverty, which had been declining for decades, made a grim return. The middle classes in these tiger economies were hit the hardest. People who had just begun to enjoy a better standard of living were suddenly thrown back into hardship. Riots broke out as desperation grew, and governments struggled to keep control. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, stepped in with rescue packages, but their solutions often made things worse. They demanded harsh austerity measures, cutting government spending, raising interest rates, and limiting economic activity. Imagine being told to stop spending when you're already struggling to survive. That's how it felt for these countries. Instead of stabilizing the economy, these measures deepened the recession. One striking moment was South Korea's near collapse. By late 1997, South Korea was running out of money to pay its debts. The situation was so dire that even the U.S. President, Bill Clinton, had to get involved, urging swift action to prevent a complete meltdown. A rescue package was finally agreed upon, but it came with strings attached. South Korea had to overhaul its economy, breaking the close ties between the government and major corporations. This painful restructuring eventually helped the country bounce back, but not before millions of lives were disrupted. As the crisis unfolded, one thing became clear. The global financial system was dangerously fragile. Banks and speculators in far-off places like New York and London played a massive role in fueling the crisis. They chased quick profits without considering the long-term consequences. It was a game of high stakes and little accountability, and when the bubble burst, it was ordinary people who paid the price. Fast forward to 2008, and the world faced another financial meltdown, this time originating in the United States. The same mistakes were repeated: risky lending, a lack of oversight, and an over-reliance on short-term gains. The lessons from the Asian crisis were largely ignored, and the result was a global financial crisis that brought the world economy to its knees. So what did we learn from these crises? First, global problems require global solutions. The IMF and other international bodies need to act faster and smarter to prevent such crises from escalating. Second, financial systems must be better regulated to avoid reckless behavior that leads to disaster. And finally, we need to think long-term, not just chase quick profits. Today, as we face new challenges like climate change, overpopulation, and geopolitical tensions, the lessons from the Asian financial crisis remain more relevant than ever. It's a reminder that in our interconnected world, what happens in one corner of the globe can quickly affect us all. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories and insights into the world around us. See you next time.